Welcome back to another episode of Ultima 5 Warriors of Destiny. In this episode, we go get the Scepter and Amulet in order to finalise the last bit of the tasks. I can't remember what else we did, so let's have a look. We started off in Serpent's Hold from where we were at in the last episode. Try to get our way out, and we succeed. We go back to Trinsic, and we're going to Dungeon Distard. This is where we get the Amulet. We just use the spell Despair to get down, which is downward movement. Des meaning down, pour meaning movement. The reagents have their own little secret code as well. And the whole goal of me doing this was to try and figure out how close the amulet is to Distard. But because it's the closest dungeon to where Lord British entered the underworld, which is a waterfall pond from Spiritwood. But basically I end up travelling around trying to find the amulet and or at the place where Lord British ended up, at the very least. As you can see, we've got more Mong bats to worry about. But as we got the Mystic gear, it's a little bit easier. But since I keep dying, no one can keep their experience long enough to get to the next levels. When they do get to the next level, I end up dying. Probably because I'm a piss poor player, but I do like the games. I'm sure other people could do better. I mean, I haven't exactly done my best, but I think the idea is just more show you more about the game than actual success. I know other YouTubers tend to show you the successes the most and edit out the failures, but in these videos you see everything I do, fail or success. Again, we're still searching around. I get a bit lost. I tried to find my way back to the dungeon entrance, but of course I don't manage to even do that. Nice fresh cup of tea. More mongbacks. Oh wow. I know I have dealt with them in the past few days a lot. Had to flee in that one because I didn't feel like we were getting anywhere. I'm not getting anywhere with this amulet, although I did get close. I only know that I'm close because I've actually succeeded. In this episode, I failed a little bit because part of the stuff didn't get recorded, and that's the process of getting or going to the amulet from when Lord British entered the dungeon, and you'll see the signage and all that sort of stuff real soon. But even though I went and got the amulet anyway, I got out of the dungeon by dying and went through the process again anyway, just so I could show you guys. Here's where Lord British's was, and this is where the amulet is. So that's where I got screwed up. So here we are again. I end up losing my map, and we follow the path in Magic Carpet on it, and we follow the path in the journal, specifically following the journal as closely as possible, which basically from that sign, which basically says Lord British was here, you go to the intersection, go south, then another intersection, go west. Then go north, go over a waterfall, and then there's 4 more waterfalls. Continue south from here. Just trying to understand the stuff. We chose there was 2 pathways there. We chose the westward one, and we'll go through the 4 waterfalls to here, which we disembark and follow the cave tunnel through. We could have shortcutted some of this, but since we're following the journal, we decided to go the long way around. In some of these fights, I weren't really paying a lot of attention. Yeah, sometimes when strong enemies get too close, I'll swap someone's weapon around with a mystic sword rather than a magic axe. I just found the magic axe to be more reliable. Here we went east, and then north to the other side of the cave. Then we went east again. Then we follow the path, follow the wall south from here. When you go to the Great Lake, keep going south, following the wall. Eventually, the wall turns north. Keep following the wall. And yes, it comes back around to the west again. But the idea is, yeah, avoiding the poisonous swamp. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And there, we made it. And the amulet was right where I was standing. Now we try to get out. This is where gate travel comes in handy, because we can just cast the spell gate travel and will take us to the nearest open gate, or the nearest active gate. And since I lost my magic carpet from the last run through that I didn't record inadvertently, I'm trying to find my magic carpet. With not much success. I'm not sure where I dropped it or what happened to it. All I know is when I died, I did not have the magic carpet on me, so, which was really strange, because I don't usually leave the magic carpet around all the time, except for that one time I went into the dungeon and forgot the magic carpet. That was a bit of a pain. Again, I just started to ignore healing, because when you're in the poisonous swamp like this, searching the poisonous swamp for a magic carpet, there's not much point in healing and sleeping and all that sort of stuff. You just run through too many potions and spells and whatnot. Because I was pretty certain I lost my magic carpet around here, but I couldn't find it, so But that's fine, because we'll get another one soon. And there we go, we died. I try to find the magic carpet there, but that wasn't the magic carpet, so I go here. I got in a fight with the guards. Fled from the battle because I didn't want to kill the guards, and the carpet's right there. So now just going all over the place just to confuse the guards that don't really come after you. So now we're on to the Scepter. And I couldn't remember where Stonehenge, or Stonegate I should say, was, so I ended up resurrecting the one dead player, healing everyone up with sleep. Then we try to find our way to Stonehenge, which had completely forgotten, so it took a bit of time to refresh my memory. I did end up finding it, but I wasn't sure if it was it or how to get there. Because in order to get the Scepter, you need the grapple to get to Stonegate, and the magic carpet in order to get the Scepter. Otherwise, you fall through the trap floors around the Scepter into lava and die. I thought the Stonegate was around here, which is just north of Britain, but it's not. It's closer to here, which is closer to Minot than it is Britain. It's in Lost Hope Bay. If you go to Minot and follow the coast around to the south, you enter Stonegate through there from the ocean sea kind of area. And you've got to use the grapple in order to climb the mountains in order to get to Stonegate. It becomes a pivotal plot piece in a few of the later games, because we end up visiting. Stonehenge is there, basically, just north where we are, but there's only one way to enter it, and that's from the ocean side here, right here. But I continue around, trying to find another way in, following whatnot, because I thought there was another way in, but I obviously didn't remember correctly. I finally figured it out, and here we are at Stonegate. The Shadow Lords are all here, and we've already defeated them once, so this guy has a question for you, and the answer for it is well, not water. Same as it's the same riddle as in Zork, basically. So after you defeat him, because even if you do get the question right, he'll fight you anyway, saying something along the lines of, should never trust a demon. And the question was, what's as big as a house, something or other, and all the king's men can't draw it. So we end up having to fight at least one of the Shadow Lords, and we made it out by the skin of our teeth. Ended up utilising mystic swords in order to defeat it. But we got the Scepter, and we're at Minot, around Minot. Then we'll go to you to heal, I assume, to resurrect our dead players. Only to have troubles finding a healer. So I ended up going all the way to Britain, the east camp of Lord British's castle. And that's where we left it. I'll just quickly show you the map of the dungeons, so you know where Hithloth is, which is on the Isle of the Avatar, which is where the Shrine of Humility also is as well. So, there you have it. I'll get started on the next episode for you right now. Adios, amigos.